Hello YouTube, Matt here from Forensics with Matt, and in today's video I'm going on with my Wireshark series and telling you how to do something interesting. I will be talking to you about how to decrypt encrypted packets in Wireshark with just a simple file. So without further ado, let's get into this to see more. Hey guys, before we get started with the video, I'd like to tell you about my blog or Substack called Forensics with Matt. So in this blog or Substack, I talk about everything that you see here on my channel in written format. So basically you have everything that we've been doing with Wireshark, even today's one right here. And then I even have some extra stuff here somewhere. I did the one here about NextDNS and the unified logs. I also have book reviews on forensics, a review on my master's degree, and a few other things that I haven't really done on my channel. But all of what I do on my channel is going to be here, and there's going to be sometimes some other ones that are not here. So if you'd like to read about what I do here on this channel from me, make sure to subscribe to my Forensics with Matt Substack. And it is free, so you can get it in your email every week when I put up a blog post, but you can also pay for it and support the channel and support the lab to have better videos and better video quality later in the future. So with that said, let's move on to the video. Catch you guys later. Okay, welcome back to the video, everybody, and in today's video I'll be looking at this Wireshark traffic analysis GitHub repo. And I had another idea for this, but the way that this past week went, the week before recording this, it went a little busier than I thought it would be. So this is an easier one for me to do in like 15 to 20 minutes of recording and then putting the video up after. So we're gonna use this one instead of my other idea. So maybe at some point in the future we'll do the other idea. But for now, what you have to do is go to this repo right here, which I'll put in the description. And then you download the file, and then you go to, I put it in my downloads folder, and you go to this, you'd open the PCAP in Wireshark, and your Wireshark would look something like this, right? Your Wireshark would look something like this right here. I'll cut that other part out. So it'll look like something like this without things. And then, so the first thing you want to do is look for tls.handshake.type. .type equals 1, so yeah, I'm typing in the filter, but so I already had it because I tried it before on my own. And anyway, we'll see that all of this right here is encrypted. So in order to decrypt it, we do control, I believe that's control comma for preferences, or command comma on our Mac system, and I'm doing it faster than I can talk. And then we press this little arrow on protocols, go down, press T, and then look for TLS, which is right here, and go to right here, premaster secret key log file name, and we will find the tutorial keys file log text. still see this. We can open the TLS stream of any single packet and find that there's some encrypted information and there's also some decrypted information right here. So we'll see the headers right here of getting invest20.dll, and we see other headers too. But invest20.dll is kind of big. And yeah, we see invest20 in this HTTP GET request. And so we could see that there's a lot of more TCP stuff, and this is most likely all of the stuff being downloaded at the same time. So we see here from the source, which is this address, and it's being given to 10.4.1.101, and this right here would signify to us that something's being downloaded. So in order to find only the HTTP requests and see what's happening here, we go to this filter, which I have here. And so we see here again the invest_20.dll. And then we also see posting docs.php or posting something to docs.php. And that's our address right here, 10.4.1.101, giving stuff to things. And what we can always do with this is go here and then go to File, go to Export Objects, HTTP, and go to invest_20.dll, download that. And then once we have that in our computer, we go to over here to VirusTotal and put it into VirusTotal, invest20_DLL, and we find that it is in fact malicious software. And before we talk any more about what VirusTotal says about it, basically this invest_20.dll is something that targets information from the financial services industry, and that's some very sensitive information right there. And we see the 56 out of 72 of our filters that give it. And then we could see under the details here, we see hashes of it, and then SSDP name, and it is definitely a win32.dll file. And we see here create information like creation time and the last submission. And we see today at around the time that I was working on this in the beginning was the last time it was uploaded. And it's originally called CrowdRide or CrowdRide.dll. And there's some other information about it right here. And so that's really interesting, and this shows that from either this packet or from this packet capture or other packet captures, you can find things like this if you just look hard enough and know what filters to use and know the decryption keys. But another thing that I'd like to show you before I go from this is if I open Wireshark again, if I go to NBNS. We see the name of this computer is 10.4.1.255 is desktop underscore or desktop dash, I'm sorry about that, dash U5AJBK. And that's interesting to know because this group of systems gives the system name via this NBNS protocol. And so this video has been about decrypting Wireshark packets and finding malicious traffic in that set of packets that you just decrypted. And I think that's very interesting for us if we are threat hunters or any type of blue team people that may need to do this, and this is a very helpful for doing forensics after the fact, and it'll help to make our reports more fuller as finding the things that compromised our networks or our computers and stole information from us, or things that were downloaded that were not supposed to be downloaded otherwise. And with that being said, this has been Matt talking about malware, downloading it from the internet, and how to find that with decrypted web traffic. And until next time, which I'll be discussing more about Wireshark filters, this has been Matt out.